In 2026, social media SEO is now a revenue system, not a trend. If your growth strategy still assumes customers start with Google, you're already late to the demand. Right now, people are searching for answers, but most of that searching no longer starts in a browser. It starts inside platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. These platforms process billions of searches every single day. For many buyers, social search happens before traditional search. That changes how demand is created and captured. Social media isn't just distribution anymore. It's a search layer. And if your content isn't built to be discovered there, you're invisible before the buying process even begins. Social platforms are search engines now. Most brands still think of SEO as something that lives on a website. In reality, discovery starts much earlier. When someone is trying to understand a problem, not compare vendors yet. That's why video dominates. People want clarity, not copy. If your content isn't structured clearly, problem, context, outcome, the platform can't understand it. And if it can't understand it, it won't distribute it. We worked with a multi-location brand that had strong fundamentals but inconsistent inbound demand across markets. The objective wasn't more content, it was predictable discovery without increasing spend. So we standardized their social content around real search intent. Same structure, same language, localized by market. Clear problems, clear outcomes, searchable phrasing. Within about 60 days, search-driven reach became a consistent inbound source, and acquisition costs stopped climbing as they scaled. That's what scalability, visibility looks like. Systems outperform effort. Not all platforms behave the same. Some are searched daily, others weekly or monthly. The point isn't to be everywhere. It's to be present where your audience actually looks for answers. Growth comes from alignment, not volume. Discovery starts in the feed, not the search bar. Search used to start with intent. Now, it starts with exposure. Algorithms surface solutions before people consciously search. A short piece of content can frame the problem, explain the context, and influence the decision in under 1 minute. By the time someone finally searches, their options are already narrowed. We recently worked with a brand that looked strong on paper. Good product, good reputation, but demand was inconsistent across regions. Before, each market relied heavily on paid traffic or referrals. After, prospects were already familiar with the brand before searching. Before they'd seen the answers in their feed. The shift came from replacing generic brand content with problem-based content using one proven framework across every market. Discovery happens earlier and demand stabilized. When discovery happens early, marketing becomes more efficient downstream. If your message isn't clear in the first few seconds, distribution stops. Platforms reward clarity, not cleverness. How people actually search on social? People don't search in keywords anymore. They search in full situations. How do I fix this? Why isn't this working? What's the best option for my situation? Social platforms now index captions, on-screen text, and spoken audio. If your language doesn't match how people describe their problems, the algorithm can't connect your content to the demand. This isn't about creativity, it's about relevance. Structure makes content indexable. Good content fails every day because it isn't structured. Platforms scan videos the same way people scan pages. Clear topic, clear sections, reinforce on-screen text, subtitles that reflect what's being said. If content is hard to skim, it's hard to classify. If it's hard to classify, it doesn't scale. Clarity beats complexity every time. Why systems matter as you scale? This is where many growing brands actually break. What works at a small scale doesn't automatically work at a larger one. Early on, I treated marketing like a series of campaigns. It created activity, but not consistency. What changed everything was shifting to systems thinking. One discovery framework, one message structure, one conversion path. Once marketing became standardized, results stopped being unpredictable. New launches had demand already forming. That's the difference between growth that feels fragile and growth that compounds. Scaling doesn't fail from lack of effort. It fails from lack of systems. On-platform actions now influence reach. Platforms reward retention. When users save content, start conversations, or take action without leaving the app, distribution increases. When content consistency pushes users away, reach declines. Native forms, direct conversations, and in-platform actions aren't just conversion tools. They're visibly signals. Platforms favor brands that create value inside their ecosystem. What to measure instead of vanity metrics. Views don't tell you if discovery is working. What matters is how much reach comes from search, saves and shares, brand mentions, and repeat questions. Whether inbound leads arrive informed, if search-driven reach is low, your content isn't aligned yet. When you consistently answer real questions with clear structure, visibility compounds across all social platforms, search engines, and even AI-driven discovery. That's how attention turns into revenue.